Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Donna and today we're doing a review into a BH collection. It's the BFF collection right here by Alondra and Elsy. I have the 20 eyeshadow palette and I have their face palette as well. So if you want to see swatches and a try-on of all these products and see if it's worth it, then keep on watching. All my socials and all the makeup I'm wearing on my face are listed in the description down below. As well, there are timestamps in this video if you want to skip ahead to something that you are looking for. I really appreciate you clicking on this video. And just to give you a really brief rundown of what I do on my channel, I have mature skin, I'm over 35, and I just love makeup. I am not a professional in any means, but I love collecting it and I love using it and I love being creative with it. And I want to know if these products work well for the average consumer and if it's something that the rest of you should be, considering buying. I have real skin, I have real problems, I have a lot of folds, I have hooded eyes, I have real issues, that most people are dealing with in their lives. So you're not going to see any crazy wings and crazy things on my channel because I'm a real person and I'm not stuffing my face full of extra stuff. So anyways, that being said, that's kind of what my channel is all about. I'm going to go ahead and insert some swatches right now of the face palette and of the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette costs $24 and there are 20 colors in here. On the website, it says that these are looks neutral tones and have pops of sultry color, which definitely you can see. There are both matte and shimmer finishes. It says that they're buildable, blendable, and an extra long-lasting formula. This eyeshadow palette is also cruelty-free and it is vegan. And if you go to the website, you can also see a list of the ingredients and what is not in here to kind of, cross-check with you and your preferences with your makeup. So in the BFF Snatched face palette, there are 4 colors in here. There's a highlighter, a blush, a bronzer, and a contour. It says that there are warm and cool shades for all skin tones. There's matte and lustrous shimmer finishes, and blendable and buildable. Same thing, it's paraben-free, it's been clinically tested, is cruelty-free and vegan. All right, so those were the swatches. Now we're going to transition to me with a full face, except, the products that I have to use right here. And I give my thoughts kind of as I go along and I'm applying it and I'm using it, thinking, if it's working well, what's going on, if there's any issues, and I kind of show you that as I'm going through it. All right, everyone, so I have a full face right now, but I don't have any bronzer, blush. I've done my eyebrows and I have foundation. And everything I'm wearing will be listed in the description, like always. So I'm gonna go into the palette here. This is the face palette. Don't think I really wanna contour today. I just wanna have some bronzer, but I'm gonna go into all 3 of these. I'm gonna go into this one first, see how that lays down, and then I'll go into the blush and then the highlighter here. And let's see how this is gonna wear. That is a deep color. Okay, I will diffuse that in a second. That's a bit more than I wanted. But at least we can see that it's doing something. It's good. Yeah, she's doing something. Ooh, that is a lot of bronzer. Just have an empty brush right now. Just want to go through it. I mean, I don't mind. I want a little bit, of shape. Interesting color. I like it. Yeah, it's not patchy. It's sitting well. I'm wearing the L'Oreal foundation, which I'll link right up here in the corner. It's the new and improved version of the True Match. They're like OG. That's nice. Okay, let's do the perimeter and finish off the bronzing. My hair is a mess today. Please don't pay attention to my hair. Okay, it's nice. This is a nice color for around the perimeter. I like that. That's nice. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I want to contour my nose with this though. That's the thing. I guess I should try. I do like contouring my nose. Okay, and then what I generally do after I've contoured is I take I like the Blendiful because you can pinch it, and I kind of just go right into it and I kind of just blend it down a little bit. I just don't want to see the line. Nobody wants to see the line. Okay, I don't think it's an obvious line, but there's a little something. Okay, good, let's go on. And I'm gonna go into the blush here. You're my person. Obviously, it goes really well on top of that bronzer. I really like that. And I bring it a little up. I don't know if you guys ever watch like the Pat McGrath Instagram stuff, but they put blush like here and here. And I'm like, is that where I'm blushing? Beside my eye. So I'm trying to keep it a little higher. Okay. I was always a fan of just doing it right there. But you know, you gotta stay trendy and you gotta do this. And then I'm just gonna do that little trick where you just kind of put like a little bit right here just to give a little bit of a sun kiss. It's like, is there blush there? Just a little something. Now into the highlighter. It is called Sheen, and BH highlighters are always so great. So let's see what this guy is gonna do. That's the stuff. It's got a little bit of a pink to it, a little bit of a gold in here too. Okay, hair, calm down. I don't want you a part of this. You're really nice. It's very smooth and it's not overemphasizing any texture. And I have some breakouts here. Okay, let's put like, you know, in the usual places here. A little bit on the nose. I don't have a little cute button nose like some people where they really overdo it. And I'm like, yeah, right. Okay, really cute. I like how it's looking so far. I really like the blush. I feel like the bronzer, because the trend is to put bronzer so high now, it feels so empty here, but I don't know. It's fine. It's looking good. It's looking good. And I haven't tried anything from BH in so long, so I'm glad to see they haven't changed anything with their formula or anything like that. But for right now, we're going to go into the eyes. So I'm going to go into the eyeshadow palette here. Now, for as much color that is in this palette, and it's got a nice array of colors, I do have to keep it somewhat on the neutral. I just can't do a lot of blues today. I have to record something for my work. So I need to keep it just a little subdued. But I think I want to go into that messy. I see a lot that I could go into, still make it really vibrant and beautiful, but not like go into like the blue. We're not going to just go into that today, but I'm sure I will do another look into this palette. I do have primer on my eyes. I'm going to start with Latte as my transition, and I will go into a lot of those the glitters and the shimmers in here. So even though it's going to be neutral, like I want a lot to be happening. And like I said, I haven't used BH Cosmetics in such a long time, and I forget how great they are, and I just need to get back into it. So I'm like laying down, but not too much color coming off right now. It is a lighter brown, but there should be a little bit more than what I'm getting. There's the color laid down there. Nice so far. It's very, very light, but that's okay. But it's a very natural looking brown, which I really appreciate. I'm gonna go into Aloe and Els, which are, I guess, the short forms of their name, which makes sense. I'm gonna do that just in the outer corner here. Just kept that right in the outer corner. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking kind of close. It's not patchy or anything. It just looks dusty, if that makes sense. Just doesn't look as vibrant, but it could just be this particular shade. I didn't find that with the Latte, but I do love the color story so much. And I know once I go into these shimmers, oh boy, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna make up for anything that I have an issue with. I just know it. Just trying to map out here what it is that I'm gonna do. And I think what I wanna do is go to OOTD. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Sorry. And I'm just gonna put that on my outer lid. Just gonna kind of place it. Like we have enough of a background right now, and I'm just gonna like put it all over my eye. Like I have big eyes. So I feel like, you know, you do that and then you just give that a little bit more depth. Just do that. I'll go back and blend it to make it a little bit more seamless there. Yeah, that works really well. It blended really well with the color behind it. Just gonna get an empty brush right now and just lightly just blur out those edges there. And here we go. I hope I'm not gonna make a mess with the shade Messy, but I'm doing it. This is just such an interesting dual chrome kind of shade. I'm gonna do it. I can't. I know I said I didn't want the blues, but I didn't say anything about dual chrome greens and golds, did I? Really beautiful shade. I'll just close my eyes there and show you. You can see the shift. It really reminds me of one of the colors in the other BH Cosmetic palette, the desert one. I'll put a picture of it here. That had some beautiful duochromes. That's really pretty. See, it's a neutral look, but it's like a little bit different. I'm gonna go into the shade Blessed, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. Just like the tiniest little bit. I do want that duochrome to kind of be the focus of what's going on here. I'm gonna go back in a little bit more with that messy color. Now I'm just going to go into the under eye here, the lower lash line, and I'm just going to kind of recreate what I did on top, but I do want to make sure it's a little bit more intense than usual. So I'm going into the OTD color and I'm just placing it down here. I'm really just kind of like stamping it. I'm not even blending it just yet. Like I just need to make sure the color is there first. There is so much of that glitter felt. Can you see how under my eye I have like a ring of like absolute color going on in there? Sometimes that can happen when you go in with your finger. It just kind of like falls from your finger, and especially as you're putting it on. But if you had a cotton ball or a Q-tip or something, I feel like you could get rid of that. And I don't have any concealer under my eyes, so I'm not like wiping away any makeup, so that's good. But something to kind of consider, that it kind of falls easily, which is not really what you want. Now I'm going into that messy shade, and I really want that the majority of my lid. And I lay it right over top of the undercolor as well. I place it on its own, I place it to the inner corner, and I place it on top of the brown because that's what's happening on the top. And then I'll go into the Blessed there. I really like the names of that, that's nice. Blessed. All right, so there's my finished eye look. I'm gonna put some eyeliner and some mascara on, but before I do that, I'm gonna show you what my eye look looks like right now. All right, everyone, so this is my final look right here. And as you can see, I just put a little bit of eyeliner. I actually went in with a pencil liner today. It's not like liquid eyeliner. This was what I did on my eyes for like decades before I actually moved to liquid liner. And you know, like my final thoughts on the palette, I think it's really gorgeous. I love this duochrome, this green gold. I don't even know if it's green. I keep saying green. It's not. It's really gorgeous. I did have quite a bit of like fallout here. Like, I don't know. I feel like you have to do this first and then kind of do your makeup. It wasn't horrible. It came off pretty easily, but it's just something to kind of think about. It could be because I was using my finger. Maybe you should be using a wet brush or something like that. But again, nothing that I couldn't kind of overcome. Really gorgeous color, very flattering, kind of neutral. Like I don't feel uncomfortable now wearing this, and I can go make my recording for my work thing and I feel good. In terms of like the face palette, I think it's really nice. The highlighter did not disappoint. I mean, that's a BH highlighter right there. That's what it's gonna do. And the blush and the bronzer are really nice. Is it anything that like I don't already own? Not particularly. Considering that they all work really well together like that and it's all in one palette is kind of something too. So I really appreciate that. I think my lip combo goes really well with this. And of course, I'm using the Golden Beach from ColourPop, the Malibu Barbie one from my video. I'll post up here. And I did pair it with this NARS lipstick. It's like a lip gloss. It's the Laguna one, which for like summer is so nice. It's like a lip balm, but it's so beautiful. And I'm so glad I kind of caught my eye today, so I was able to wear it and kind of just match what I got going on here. So that's it for me, everybody, on this video. So that was like my review of the BFF collection from BH Cosmetics. I think it's fantastic. The prices were like fantastic. I think I bought these on sale. They're still available. They're relatively new. So if you like this look and you like the swatches and everything, you might want to consider giving it a go. I will always back anything BH Cosmetics because they're affordable and they're just really good products. The mattes, you know, I did talk about them being a little dusty. However, when it comes to the shimmers, they're so gorgeous. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you like my content. And thank you for watching all the way through. It really helps out my channel. YouTube should be recommending to you some other videos of mine you're sure to enjoy. I have a lot of foundation reviews, drugstore, a lot of those things just came out, and a lot of ColourPop and other things, and I know you're gonna find something there you're gonna love to watch. I hope you and your families are all doing well, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye everyone, and thanks.